Hello, English learners! Welcome to my English listening practice video for B1 to B2 level students. Today's content is designed to help improve your comprehension skills with natural everyday English. For the best experience, please use headphones to catch every word clearly. Listen carefully and try to understand as much as you can without subtitles first. After watching, please comment below and let me know how much you understood. Was it 50%? 70%? Your feedback helps me make better videos for your learning. Now let's begin and challenge those listening skills. Hi there. Are you ready to take your English to the next level? Today, I want to invite you to a special challenge. Think in English for the next 30 days. This challenge will change the way you learn and use English forever. I'm going to share some really helpful tips and ideas to get you started on this exciting journey. By the end of this article, you'll be ready to start thinking in English and seeing amazing improvements in your language skills. What does thinking in English mean exactly? It's when you form your thoughts directly in English instead of first thinking in your native language and then translating. Many English students make the mistake of always translating in their heads. They think something in their first language, then try to change it into English. This takes a lot of time and often creates strange sentences. Thinking in English is like training your brain to work in English automatically. This might sound difficult or even impossible if you're not advanced, but don't worry. I'll break it down into simple steps that anyone can follow, even if you're at an intermediate level. When you think in English, so many amazing things happen. First, you speak more naturally because your words come directly from English thoughts, not translations. You also respond faster in conversations because you don't need that extra step of translation. Your confidence grows because the language starts to feel like a natural part of you, not just something you study. You learn new words more easily because you use them in real thoughts and situations. Most importantly, you make English a part of your daily life, not just something you practice for a few hours a week. By the end of these 30 days, you won't just think in English, you'll live it. Let's talk about how to get started with some easy first steps. Don't worry, you don't need to think only in English right from day one. That would be too difficult for most people. Instead, we'll start with small moments of English thinking throughout your day. Begin by describing what you're doing as you do it. For example, when making coffee in the morning, say to yourself, "I'm boiling water now. I'll grab a coffee mug. This coffee smells good." When you're getting dressed, think, "I'll wear my blue shirt today." "Where are my black shoes?" These simple sentences help your brain practice forming thoughts in English without any pressure. Another helpful technique is to put sticky notes with English words on objects around your home. Label your refrigerator, television, window, door, and other things you see every day. Every time you look at these objects, think of their English names. This helps you connect things directly with English words without going through your native language. If you see your chair and think chair immediately instead of thinking of the word in your language first, you're starting to think in English. You can also change the language of reminders on your phone or computer to English. Simple messages like check your email, call mom, or time to drink water keep you connected to English throughout the day. Every time you see these reminders, read them in your mind in English. These small connections to English add up over time and help train your brain to function in English more naturally. When you go outside, try to describe things you see in English. It's a sunny day, or that dog is very friendly, or the traffic is heavy today. In the grocery store, think about your shopping list in English. I need milk, bread, and some apples. When you see people, describe them in simple terms. That man has a red jacket, or the woman is talking on her phone. These small exercises make English part of your natural thinking process. They also help you practice vocabulary in real situations, which makes the words easier to remember. Your morning routine is perfect for practicing English thinking. These are activities you do every day, so the vocabulary is useful and will repeat often. Think, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm taking a shower. The water is warm. I need to get dressed. I'm eating breakfast. These simple sentences about everyday activities are excellent for beginners and intermediate learners. Because you do these things daily, these English thoughts will quickly become automatic, which is exactly what we want. At the end of your day, try to remember what happened and tell it to yourself as a short story in English. For example, today I went to work. The bus was late, so I arrived at 9:15. My colleague Maria brought cookies to the office. They were chocolate cookies and very delicious. After work, I went shopping and bought a new book. This helps you practice making sentences, using different tenses, and connecting ideas in English. Don't worry if your story is simple. That's perfectly fine. The important thing is that you're thinking directly in English. Here's a fun activity you can try anytime. While on the bus or walking somewhere, try to name 5 things you see in English. I can see a red car, a tall tree, a woman with an umbrella, a coffee shop, and a bicycle. Challenge yourself to find new things each time you play this game. This keeps your brain active in English and makes your surroundings more interesting. You can also try to make a sentence about each thing you see. The red car is parked next to the tree. The woman with the umbrella is walking quickly. The coffee shop looks busy today. You can also choose a different topic each day and focus on vocabulary related to that theme. If today's theme is food, think about food words when you see them. Apple, plate, spoon, delicious, hungry. Try to make simple sentences using these words. I'm cutting vegetables for dinner, or I need to buy milk tomorrow, or this soup tastes really good. Tomorrow's theme might be colors, where you notice and name all the colors around you, or weather, where you describe the sky, temperature, and conditions throughout the day. Having a theme helps you organize your thoughts and expand your vocabulary in specific areas. When you think in English, no one will hear your mistakes. This is your safe space to practice without any judgment or pressure. Many students worry too much about making mistakes when speaking English, but when you're thinking, there's absolutely no reason to worry. If you don't know a word, don't stop. Try to describe it another way. For example, if you forget umbrella, think, the thing that protects me from rain. If you can't remember refrigerator, think, the cold box where I keep food. These moments actually help your brain learn better because you're finding creative ways to express ideas with the words you already know. You don't need perfect grammar or a huge vocabulary to think in English. Use the words and phrases you already know. Simple language works fine. You can think shop, buy bread. instead of, I should go to the shop to buy some bread. As you practice, your thoughts will naturally become more complex and grammatically correct. The most important thing is to keep trying to use English in your mind, not to be perfect right away. Some days will be harder than others. That's completely normal. There will be days when you feel tired, busy, or just not in the mood to think in English. On these days, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Even thinking in English for 5 minutes is better than nothing. Give yourself small rewards when you successfully think in English for a certain amount of time. Maybe watch a favorite English video, enjoy a small treat, or take a short break to do something you enjoy. These rewards help keep you motivated and make the challenge more fun. If you want to take your practice further, try this visualization technique. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in different situations where you need to use English. Picture yourself ordering food in a restaurant. I would like the chicken salad, please. Could I have some water too? Imagine asking for directions. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the train station? Think about meeting a new friend. Hi, my name is... It's nice to meet you. What do you do for work? What would you say in these situations? How would other people respond? This mental practice prepares you for real conversations and builds your confidence for when you actually need to speak English. You can also listen to English songs, podcasts, or videos while doing housework, exercising, or commuting. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is absorbing the rhythm, pronunciation, and sounds of English. Try to pick up words or phrases you recognize and repeat them in your mind. For songs, sing along if you can. With videos or TV shows, try watching with English subtitles to connect the words you hear with how they're written. This creates a more immersive English environment that supports your thinking in English practice. If possible, find someone else who is learning English and share your progress on this challenge. You can meet once a week to talk about how it's going, share new words you've learned, or talk about the challenges you face. Having support makes any challenge easier. You could even create a small group of friends who are all trying to think in English for 30 days. Share your experiences, tips, and successes with each other. This accountability and encouragement will help you stay motivated and stick with the challenge even when it gets difficult. Let me tell you what to expect week by week so you know what's normal. The first week might feel strange and difficult. You'll probably switch back to your native language often, maybe even mid-thought. That's completely okay and happens to everyone. Just gently bring your thoughts back to English when you notice this happening. You might feel mentally tired because thinking in a new language takes more energy at first. Be patient with yourself during this adjustment period. By the second week, thinking simple thoughts in English will become easier. You'll notice that basic activities like describing what you're doing or naming objects require less effort. You'll still switch to your native language sometimes, especially for complex or emotional thoughts, but the English thinking will start to feel more natural. You'll have more moments where English words come to you automatically without translation. In the third week, you'll have longer periods where English feels natural. You might catch yourself automatically thinking in English without trying. This is a great sign that your brain is adapting to the new way of processing language. You'll be able to think about more topics in English, not just simple daily activities. Your vocabulary will expand as you find yourself needing more words to express your thoughts. By the final week, thinking in English will start to feel normal for many situations. You'll be able to form longer thoughts and express more complex ideas. Your mental switching between languages will happen less frequently. Some people even start dreaming in English around this time. Don't worry if you're not at this point yet. Everyone progresses at different speeds, and any improvement is valuable. You'll notice several benefits from this challenge as you progress. When you think in English, you don't need to translate before speaking, so your words come more naturally and quickly. Conversations become smoother because you're not constantly pausing to find translations. You'll understand English speakers more easily because your brain is used to processing English directly instead of through your native language. You might even start to catch nuances and expressions that you missed before. As thinking in English becomes easier, your confidence will grow significantly. You'll be more willing to join conversations, ask questions, and speak up in English. The language will feel less like a school subject and more like a tool you can actually use. New words and phrases will stick in your memory better because you're using them in real thoughts and situations, not just memorizing them from a textbook. This makes your vocabulary expansion more natural and permanent. You'll also start to feel a real connection with English, not just as a subject to study, but as another way to express yourself. Many language learners say that they sometimes feel like they have a slightly different personality when using their second language. You might discover new ways of expressing yourself that don't exist in your native language, which is an exciting aspect of becoming bilingual. Here are some useful words that might be new to you from this challenge. A challenge is something difficult that tests your ability, like taking on this English challenge will help you improve. Daily means happening every day, as in daily practice is important for learning a language. Your routine is the things you do regularly every day. For example, describing your morning routine is good English practice. Progress is improvement or development over time. You'll see progress in your English after a few weeks. Confidence means feeling sure about your abilities. Thinking in English builds your confidence for speaking. Practice is doing something regularly to improve, like regular practice makes learning easier. A mistake is an error or something done incorrectly, but remember, don't worry about making mistakes while learning. To describe means to tell what something is like. Try to describe what you see around you in English. Improvement happens when something gets better. You'll notice improvement in your English skills. Being consistent means doing something regularly without stopping. Being consistent with your practice is the key to success. Let's talk about some common problems you might face during this challenge and how to solve them. First, you might forget to think in English because it's not yet a habit. This is normal. Try setting reminders on your phone that say, "Think in English," or put sticky notes in places you look often. These visual reminders will help you remember your challenge throughout the day. Another problem might be that you don't know enough vocabulary for what you want to think about. When this happens, Keep it simple or look up just the key words you need. Write these new words down in a small notebook you carry with you or in a note on your phone so you can review them later. You might also feel tired of thinking in English sometimes, especially when you're already tired from work or school. On these days, it's okay to do less. Maybe just think in English during your morning routine or while eating dinner. Be kind to yourself and remember that some English thinking is better than none. Finally, you might worry that you're not making progress fast enough. Remember that language learning takes time, and every day of practice is moving you forward, even if you can't see dramatic changes right away. One of the best ways to support your English thinking is to expand your vocabulary regularly. Each day, try to learn just 2 to 3 new words related to things you commonly think about. If you often think about cooking, learn food and kitchen words. If you like sports, learn sports vocabulary. Focus on words that are useful for your daily life and interests. This makes the new words easier to remember and use in your thoughts. Remember, this 30-day challenge is not about being perfect. It's about making progress step by step and forming a new habit that will help your English for years to come. Some days will be easier than others, and that's completely normal. The most important thing is to keep trying and not give up. Every small effort counts. Even thinking one sentence in English is better than nothing. Over time, these small moments add up to big improvements in your language skills. Imagine yourself after these 30 days. You could be thinking full paragraphs in English, understanding more when you listen to English, and feeling much more confident when you speak. Your vocabulary will be stronger because you've been using words in context, not just memorizing them. Your grammar will improve naturally as your brain gets used to forming English sentences. This challenge is your chance to make real progress in a relatively short time. Are you ready to begin? Start today with just one simple thought in English. Tomorrow, try 2 or 3 thoughts. Soon, you'll be thinking in English for longer periods without even trying. Good luck with your 30-day challenge. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. Your English skills are about to take a big step forward,